All right, here we are, episode 11. So, we just got out of that shack that's up and to our right, and we witnessed a Legion attack party take out some NCR troopers. That's going to be our first thing. We are going to go over there and do a little bit of looting. We're going to get some stuff, and we're actually going to leave a good bit of it behind. Unfortunately, NCR gear is a little on the heavy side, and it seems like right now my leather armor is lighter and is doing just about the same amount of damage reduction. So after that, we're going to walk up the road and we're going to take a look at Ranger Station Charlie. As you can already see, though, I am already over encumbered, and walking there is going to be painful.
Got business here?
What do you need? Bye.
All right, and there we have it, Ranger Station Charlie. Just one stop before we get to Novak. So we are going to be talking to Comm Officer Stepanak, and there are two items here. They are audio logs. Those are part of a hidden quest, I believe, that takes place in Novak that is called Andy and Charlie. I don't believe I pick up either of those. I talk to this ranger right here. I get as much loot as I can, I believe, without stealing it.
McCarran doesn't like it when civilians wander into military outposts, so if you're here on business, better make it quick. Radio signal out here can be pretty spotty because of all the hills. Sometimes our scheduled updates don't go through. When it happens enough times, they send someone over to check up on us. Lately, we've been getting extra medical supplies for some reason. I'm in no rush to give the supplies back, either. I shouldn't have said anything in the first place, and I'd rather not get you into the habit of crossing the NCR. All quiet at the moment. Ranger Beaumont is in charge here, but he's off leading a patrol. Ranger Station Charlie. We're responsible for keeping the highway up through Novak civilized. We're part scout, part commando, part sheriff. The training is brutal, and I'd say 8 out of 10 recruits washes out before the end. Before you get your ranger badge, you've got to prove you can be quieter than a shadow, and more ferocious than a deathclaw. The Rangers mostly draw from the basic NCR army. A trooper who shows exceptional skill at fighting and scouting can be nominated for the training. Couple dozen, I'd say. Most of them posted at stations like this one. We either man the station or patrol the immediate area. Sure. See you around.
Got business here?
right, that was a fun little trailer park to explore. We are just going to hop back on these train tracks and head up the road. Wait a second. Is that a nipple? There's a map nipple? Just like a ceiling titty? Anyway, off to Novak. Should be just a few seconds. Alright, and there it is, Novak. Another major settlement off the table. And what do you know, look at that. It is Dinky the dinosaur. You know, no spoilers, Fallout TV show. The only problem is he's facing the wrong way. Freaking triggered. Okay, you see that pause right there? That was me wondering if that was the Fallout 3 wasteland wandering music. I know this can't be the first time it's played, but it's the first time I think I legitimately like heard it, and I was just wondering if that was a joke or something.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit if it ain't my old friend from Good Springs. No, don't believe I did. But you might ask around. The Novak folk usually see anyone traveling this way. Likewise, friend, likewise. Is there anything old Vic can do you for? Well, this ain't New Vegas, but I reckon you can find what you need here. Try the office out front. Don't rightly know. I just got the notion to make my way to New Vegas. Reckon I'll find out when I get there. Seeing how this is the only road around, I'd be a sight more surprised if we didn't run into each other from time to time. Be seeing you.
Hey, well, welcome to you. You look tired from the road. Why don't you relax a spell? Let this fine town take care of you. Oh, what am I doing? I got to thinking about making a good impression and plain forgot to tell you my name. I'm Jeannie May. I take care of folks here at the motel, long as they aren't troublemakers. Well, he might have been wearing a fancy outfit, but he wasn't any kind of gentleman to me. Had his nose stuck so high in the air you couldn't see it above the clouds. City folk. They always think they deserve better than what they got. Those hoodlums he was with seem to know Manny for some reason. He's our daytime sniper, up in the dinosaur's mouth. Well, I think that's a fine idea. I'll give you a good flat rate, and you can stay as long as you like. At least until the busy season comes. Sound good? I'm glad you can stay with us.
There we go. We have our first player home, so we no longer have to go to Lone Wolf Radio on the west side of the map. Novak is home to lots of interesting characters, one of which being Jeannie Mae Crawford. We also have Dr. Ava Strauss, who we will meet shortly.
Hey, what can I do?
We also have Boone, a former NCR sniper, and our second potential companion. There's also the McBride family, Manny Vargas, Cliff, Nobark, and one additional person just outside the city limits.
Hey there, need anything? Sure.
Welcome. Welcome to the Dino Bite gift shop. My name's Cliff. If you're here for the T-Rex figurines, you're just in time. There's still a few left. Well, there's T-Rex figurines, of course. That's our bread and butter. We also have an assortment of the Repconn factory souvenirs, rockets, things of that nature.
Armed to the teeth with dynamite. The pre-feeding segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the
Guns? Well, yeah, I guess I might have a few. Darn it, no one ever buys the T-Rexes. They're scale replicas of the real thing. Very detailed. Got a liquid in them that makes them glow. From what I hear, Repconn used to give them out on tours of their HQ up in Henderson. But I guess they had to stop after the first few kids thought they were filled with Nuka-Cola and drank it down. The papers had a name for the condition and everything. They called it the Repconn Shakes. Those were bad times for Robco. Well, they unloaded what they had left on the Dino Bite as a tax write-off, but that was before my time. Plenty of demand for them, seeing as how they're one-of-a-kind collector's items, but I might still have some in back. Sure thing. Have a look. Come back soon now.
What's going on, man? I'm Manny. I'm on security detail here. You see a rifle barrel sticking out of the dinosaur's mouth, you got a 50-50 shot it's me. Otherwise, it's Boone. You name it. Anything that comes within 1,000 yards that looks like trouble. Lately, we've been getting ghouls, coming from the road to Repconn out to the west. Quite a few last couple days. The big threat is the Legion coming from the east. If they decide to attack with a full force, they'll run us over. So far, we've been lucky. Boone's a sniper, same as me. Used to spot for him when we were enlisted with the NCR. After we got out, I talked him into settling down here. So, here we are. I'd introduce you, but we're not so friendly right now. Well, it was great. I wouldn't trade it. Something about that lifestyle, the discipline, seeing new places, making people safe. What's not to like? Well, I just felt like it was time, you know? Wanted to have a home. Plus, I was up at Camp Golf when Bitter Springs went down. I faked like I was sick to get out of going because I knew some of the people there. But when everybody came back, nobody would tell me what happened, and people would call us murderers sometimes when we showed up to secure towns. I still don't know exactly. Just that a lot of people died who didn't want to be a part of the fighting at all. I don't blame anybody for it. There's so much chaos when you're fighting. You're lucky not to shoot your own guys. But it did take something out of it for me. Just wasn't the same. So when it came time to re-enlist, I just took my papers and walked. Me and his wife, we didn't see eye to eye on some things. We had some pretty big arguments. One day, she turns up missing, and he hasn't said a word to me since. Man, you name it. See, I grew up in North Vegas. Me and my cousins, we were some bad seeds. Got in with a gang, I loved it. Then something happened, and I couldn't handle it anymore. So I enlisted, earned my future, brought down my best friend to share that future with me. And here was this woman who was too good for it, trying to take him away. So yeah, I didn't see eye to eye with the bitch. Were they tough? I was in the cons, man. It doesn't get any badder. Sure, I know him. What do you want with him? A piece of the action, huh? I don't think he's the sharing type, but okay. Well, listen, I can definitely help you find him, but I've got problems of my own. Maybe we can do a trade. You need my help. There's something I need too. Novak, it's home for me now. I want that to be for good. I like it here, and I've left too many homes behind. But the only resource we got here is junk. Without that, people wouldn't have anything to trade. They'd all have to leave. We get most of it up the road from the old rocket test site, but a bunch of ghouls showed up one day and took it over. We can't get in there now. I would, but I've got to watch the road. Caesar's Legion has been taking territory just east of here. They took Nelson. If we let our guard down, they might attack. All it takes for the Legion is for them to sense weakness. Well, they gotta go, or this will be a ghost town before long. Doesn't matter to me what you do. As long as the ghouls are out of there, that's good enough for me. It'd mean a lot to me. Yeah, see ya.
And here we start Come Fly With Me. Now, I'll be making progress on this task a little bit later. I'm still going to be working through talking to all of the members of Novak and seeing if there's anything else I can do to be able to progress the main storyline.
We haven't met yet. You must be new in town. I'm Andy. Right now, a whole lot of sitting on my keister and counting cracks in the ceiling. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. On better days, I help keep the peace. Boone and Vargas watch the road. I watch the town. Tell myself I'm doing some good. Was with them. That was back when my arm and leg used to work better. I still like to pretend I'm a ranger, though. I'll check in with the guys up at the station pretty regular on the ham radio. Sometimes they stop by, tell me they're paying their respects, the smug bastards. They haven't been responding to me last couple days. I guess they got tired of hearing me talk, but it still got me a little worried. Hell, listen to me talk, like some damn mother hen. Yeah, who am I kidding? It's funny, you get stuck in your room for a few weeks, you start to worry the world's gonna fall apart without you. Those guys are fine. They don't need me looking over their shoulders. Yeah, twice. Actually, the first time it was more like half my body. Knocked me out of the Rangers. This time, it's mostly just reminded me how useless I've gotten. A few years back, we get a tip that some Legion slavers were holed up in this burnt-out house a few clicks from where we were stationed. We get there and it's deserted. No sign anyone's been there. I mean, nothing. As we're leaving, I hear something behind me. I turn around and there's this kid, just skin and bone, and he's looking up at us and he's scared half to death. Been hiding in a closet. I go to grab him out of there and I notice he's holding something in his hand. Something metal. He shuts himself back in the closet, and that's when I see the grenade he's left by my feet. They do it a lot, the Legion, using kids. They know we'll hesitate. Anyway, that was the first time. Second time, I fell down those stairs in front of the motel, just in case I got to thinking I'd put it all behind me. Huh. People don't exactly line up to find out what's in my head. Can't remember the last time someone suggested I knew something worth knowing. You know, maybe there's something I can do for you. Since you've gone to all the trouble of flattering a crippled old soldier, there's a move we have in the Rangers for knocking an opponent off his feet. Saved my butt a bunch of times, maybe it will for you too. Let me show you how it's done.
Look who's here. What brings you here? Oh, well, I'm Alice, and that handsome stranger yonder is my husband, Dusty. Going on 50 years now. I keep waiting for him to leave me for some young thing with platinum blonde hair and hoop earrings, but he still sticks around. Says it's my cooking. I think it's because I know which Brahmin udder you can milk without getting kicked in the noggin. We set up this ranch years back when Novak was just getting settled. But now, with all the danger on I-15, folks are starting to come through here from all over. Novak might just be the next Nevada boomtown. Oh, we keep to ourselves for the most part. Try not to pry. I think Jeannie Mae gets bothered that we aren't more sociable. But it's just our way. Ain't that we don't appreciate what she's done, managing this town like she has, but I worry she feels that way anyhow. Not that there ain't others who pry around here. That no-bark was skulking around our yard last week. I thought he was our cow killer. Was about to lash him with our bullwhip till I saw who it was. He's harmless, though. Part of me wishes I could see things like he sees them, all full of mystery. I'm not sure who started it. It wasn't a very nice name, but he took to calling himself by it, so we all had to.
I don't even remember what his real name is. Anyway, I think it comes from that expression that people say when you're crazy, that not all of your dogs are barking. Poor no bark. Nice of you to visit.
Hello.
big room on the east side of this building and take the metal staircase all the way up. And hurry. Who I am doesn't matter, Smooth Skin. Stop wasting time and get up here. Like I said, find the metal staircase in the big room on the east side of the building. It's where they used to make rockets. Big room, metal staircase, east side of the building. Is that too many syllables for you? Let's hope you do. What's the problem, Smoothskin? Lost your way? Big room, metal staircase, east side of the building. Is that too many? Let's...
So I'm not saying I got lost, but I will say that it definitely took me a longer amount of time to figure out where I was going.
All right, Smoothskin. I'm letting you in. You better watch yourself. I'll sure as hell be watching.
We finally make our way to the top, and we decide to go through, and to our surprise, the ghoul is not.
God, but are you ugly? Get upstairs and talk to Jason before I throw up just from looking at you. Your pranks won't work on me, Smoothskin. They won't work on Jason either. Stop wasting my time, Smoothskin. Go waste Jason's.
Hello.
Return to me, Wanderer. We need your help. Hello, Wanderer. Please forgive us our humble surroundings. Our true home awaits us in the far beyond. Have you come to help us complete the great journey? You're referring to Chris. I doubt you had much luck if you tried telling him that he's human. We had the same discussions when he first appeared, and the same lack of success. He believes he is one of us. Soon enough we realized that Chris was a gift from the Creator. He is integral to the success of the great journey. And they've been shooting them down like animals, haven't they? Those ghouls were members of my flock, even after the madness consumed their minds. We never let them wander free. We kept them safe on the first floor. We kept them contained. The demons must have let them out, somehow. And now they are lost forever, denied the salvation and healing glow of the far beyond. Please, Wanderer, bear in mind that every feral ghoul you spare now is one that we can save later. Once the way is clear, our feral brothers and sisters will accompany us on the great journey. If there are any left. The demons appeared from nowhere. Except it might be more accurate to say they never actually appeared at all. The demons are invisible. Where one of them stands, the most one sees is the air shimmering, like sunlight on water. They set upon us as we were on our way to worship one morning. We had just entered the basement. My flock fought bravely and killed a few, but at such cost. Nearly half of us died or went missing. The rest of us retreated up here. One of the demons raved at us. but they have not tried to attack us since. Still, their demonic presence brought all progress towards the great journey to a standstill. But now you have come. Once again, the Creator has sent a human to help us across a seemingly insurmountable obstacle. Yes, over the intercom. Threats of death should we step outside. Guarantees of safety should we stay locked away. It went on for hours, and did not always make sense. But that was the first day only. Since then, silence. Will you drive away the demons, Wanderer? But we have no hope of completing the great journey without your help.
Hey. Go bother Jason, Smoothskin. I don't like having you around. Hey there.
Will you help us, Wanderer? We wish to escape the barbarity of the wasteland, especially the violence and bigotry of its human inhabitants. The Creator has promised to my flock a new land, a place of safety and healing, a paradise in the far beyond. Preparations for the great journey were nearly complete when the demons appeared. The means by which the great journey is to be accomplished are an article of faith, not to be discussed with outsiders. I have glimpsed it only in visions, Wanderer, but what I have seen is truly miraculous. It is a place of light and healing, and I know in my soul that my flock will be safe there. Yes, Wanderer? Praise the Creator. Bless you, Wanderer. Bless us all. As soon as the underground has been rid of demons, preparations for the great journey can resume.
So, Jason wants us to help him get to the great beyond. And we have to go clear out the nightkin in the basement. Not sure what those are. Well, we have seen them in passing, either as an ash pile or a corpse. And it looks like they're super mutants, so I think it's going to be quite the battle. This is going to take some time. I need to get back out of here while I'm over encumbered, so that means we're walking. I'm going to speed this up.
Come and get it, you big dumb. Hey, you're not one of those things out there. Who the hell are you? And I bet he told you it's the Creator's will for you to risk your ass, instead of him, right? Well, good luck with that. I'd give you a hand, but no thanks. I may look like a corpse, but I'm partial to living. Guess the outfit gives that away, huh? I never did buy into that religious mumbo-jumbo with the robes and all that shit. It gets lonely out in the wastes, okay? And I don't have to tell you, that Bright's group has got some fine-looking ghoulettes in it. Or maybe I would have to tell you. Anyway, I helped them out, and they kept me supplied with ammo and pleasant company. First off, I'm not trapped. This was a tactical choice, all right? I'm no match for those things out there. So I found a good defensive position, and I've been defending it, right? Oh, who am I fooling? I'm trapped. Name's Harland. Pleased to meet you. What happened was, I was escorting folks down to work when those things attacked us. Most of the fight was upstairs, but some folks panicked and made for the basement, and I went after them. Well, turns out there were even more of those bastards down here than upstairs. And things went to shit fast. I couldn't find the others. So I fell back to this room, set up a nice little kill zone. End of story. Huh. Well, you're polite. I'll give you that. If this was just between you and me, I'd do as you ask. But it's not. I had a friend with me when those mutant bastards came out of nowheres. She panicked and ran the wrong direction. Further into the basement. She's probably dead. But I ain't leaving until I know for sure. I'd have gone looking myself, except I wouldn't last a minute out there. You, on the other hand, seem pretty resourceful. Find my friend, and I'll get out of your way. Thanks.
So I didn't know this until it was too late, but I got curious and wanted to loot some of the stuff that's up there. Well, turns out Harlan has a trigger point and you can't go past it. There it is. And yeah, so he cripples my head, I run back, and I'm forced to kill him or be killed. And now he's permanently aggroed. So after that whole ordeal, I am just now contemplating whether or not that's how I wanted things to go down, because my intention was not to make him angry and attack me, because I wanted to actually do his quest and help him. So I load up my save and I basically just start over.
I see you, Shredder.
So, this is the stuff that we already did. So we're going to go ahead and put this on double time.
Come and get it, you big dumb. Hey. And I bet he... Well, good luck with that. I guess the outfit gives that away. It gets lonely out in the wastes, okay? And I don't have to... or maybe I would have to tell you. Anyway, I helped them out, and they kept me supplied with ammo and pleasant company. Huh. Well, you're polite. I'll give you that. If this was just between you and me, I'd do as you ask. But it's not. I had a friend with me when those mutant bat... She's probably dead. But you, on the other hand...
What's that, Antler? We have a visitor. An assassin, more like. I say kill it, Antler, for safe's sake. Hmm? Okay, Antler, I'll ask. Hi, human. Why you come here? A human who is friend to ghouls? Suspicious. You mean the ones upstairs? Antler used intercom, told them stay put, but they want to come down in basement anyways. I cannot allow. My kin are not right in head like I am. They attack you on sight. Ghouls too. They crazy. Your ghoul friends have to wait until you find what Antler brought us to get. I am in command of my faculties, in command of my troops. Antler guides me in all things, as I in turn guide my kin. Who is Antler? Who is Antler? Antler, the human asks about you. What do I tell it? All right. All right. Yes, of course. Who Antler is not important to you. Antler wants that you deal with me. Me? I am devoted to Antler. But before Antler... Captain once. Last name Davison. First name... don't remember. I commanded a troop of Nikon, the Master's elite. A great honor, very proud. Something happened. We wandered the desert. Life without Master was hard. The others' minds going strange, going crazy. But then, I found us new Master. I found us Antler. Since then, everything's been going really well. No, Antler says you are solution. Plus, can't have you skulking around making trouble. Do as Antler says, or feel his horns. Up to you. Good. Antler brought us here for a reason. Why was that, Antler? Right. A piece of paper. Shipment invoice. Hundreds of stealth boys sent here a long time ago. But stealth boys must be in the one room. One we don't search yet. The one we can't search. A ghoul, but not squishy like others. This ghoul is tough. I thought Antler said, send my kin into that room, but 3 died. Ghoul is a crack shot and set traps too. After I realized I heard Antler wrong, so I locked the door to keep kin out and wait for Antler to tell me what to do. Then, you come along. Antler says you are solution. Yes, Antler says we leave here as soon as we get stealth boys. Let me give you key. Antler had me lock the door. The ghoul inside, not expecting a human. Maybe he don't shoot you. Maybe he will.
Hello? Who's down there?
That's none of your business, Smoothskin. Jason was very clear. Get rid of the demons, then report back. He didn't tell you to poke around down there. Got it?
So we're not supposed to poke around down here. Ooh, that's something shiny. a space suit helmet and space suit that would coincide with our rockets. But we'll leave that for later, and we'll collect that as some loot once we finish this quest.
Antler sings for stealth. Keep. You're mine.
Did you find my friend? I'm not expecting good news, but keep looking. First off, I'm no match for those things out there, so I found a good What happened? Well, turns out there were even more of those bastards.
And that's just some rotten luck. Our stealth boy wore out right before we got to where we needed to, and now we're up for a fight out because the jailer saw us.
Head voice wrong. I know you're there. You die now!
And that's all she wrote, folks. After dying for that 1 millionth time and not having saved for a while, I put down the game. I just sat here for a little bit, thought about life. So in our next episode, we're going to pick up where we left off, which is redoing a bunch of the stuff that we just did because we died. And most of it will probably be cut or sped through, so there isn't duplicates of everything. But anyway, this was episode 11. See you in episode 12.